Hi all, this is your girl Natasha, and my tea kettle breweth over, so I'm serving tea. This isn't quite a tea party. You see, there is someone who I did a video just last night about transgendered women and cisgender women getting along. And out of the blue, no more than 24 hours after that video, this person I see was around starting their mess. And I'm going to call her name. Treecey, living my truth. And anyone that knows me knows I despise that woman. I despise the air that she breathes. And you all might say that that's very harsh to say. But you know, when someone has pushed you and tried to torture you to the end, sometimes they bring you to that edge. Well, I'm going to say this. Treecey, I've heard, as a matter of fact, I saw you were coming for VS, or toxic, as y'all call her. I don't know why you would call her toxic, because you're the one who's certainly toxic. But anyway, VS. I saw you. You were sitting like you were at a horse race, at a table betting on horses. How fitting. Horsetail and that horrible wigs you wear. But anyway, it looked like you was sitting there betting on horses at the horse track. And you were coming for VS. Now, you know, Treecey, who would have thought that you'd be after VS now? You know, Treecey, when I first met you in Jay Wilson's platform, from day one, you had started with me. And that was just what my topic was. Why some transgendered women and some cisgender women can't get along. And you're a prime example. I've heard you've been talking about me. You were talking about the VS and certain people in the that visits Jay Wilson's platform. Ryla Live follows VS. Now, mind you, you have to be following me and spy to know this. Or if it was told to me, I would never tell who told. Like I told you, I'm not like that. But having said that, Treecey, let me tell you something, bitch. Whatever platform I decide to visit is my business. From day one, you have harassed me. Even in Jay's platform, when I first bumped into him, because Jay Wilson is one of the couple of YouTubers I bumped into when I first discovered YouTube platforms. And you had started the whole time we were in there, you were coming for me. And being mean and nasty to everybody. Treecey, what do you get out of that? Do you have a life that you get off? I think you get off like a nice piece of penis inside of you. I think you get off like that. Torturing people, coming for people, reading people, every platform, they know Treecey. And she's a troublemaker. And God forbid give her a wrench. Like you did with Josh. And then when I went to Josh's platform, God, since you had a wrench, you blocked me. But you see, my dear, I didn't press the issue because if I had wanted to enter a comment, you blocking me didn't stop me, dear. And Jay Wilson, when we were in the chat room, you remember Jay and different people, they had to stop me and you going at it. You know, Treecey, we're going into 2019, it gets old. And then you say a Rider Live is on Wiley's platform or VS. Bitch, I can go on whatever platform I want. I've eased back, kind of, out of Jay Wilson's platform because you're there. And I despise you that much just to see your name. And then you come for me throwing shade by talking to other people with your smart remarks, thinking that I don't catch shade. Dear, I catch shade any way it is thrown. Don't ever forget that, Treecey. Don't ever forget that Natasha knows shade and catches it any way it's thrown. Now let me tell you, Treecey, you bully everybody. I don't know if you like that or you get off, like I said before. I remember when you were going to start your platform and you were over Jay's house and he was introducing you. And you were sitting up there selling those bill of goods then, like you had buried the hatchet with me. And I asked you those questions just to see what you were going to say, because I knew you were full of it. You continued, only because you were going to get your platform started. And then I hear now that you're praising Maddie, T.S. Madison. That's a laugh. Everyone knows you're a Kaya fan. I think you even mentioned it when Jay was introducing you before you started your platform. You have never liked Maddie. You have a problem with trans women. And whatever you said about Maddie, that apologizing, do you really think Madison believed that crap? I give Maddie more credit than that. She didn't believe that phony apology. And then you tried to do videos on her allegedly. The Queen's Supreme Court when you were all in Kaya's life and her platform. Now that Kaya is allegedly healing from her butt lift implants. You have nothing to say. You're bored. So now you figured you'd get a few clickbaits from Maddie. While I guess Kaya's on the mend. You see, Treecey, you're very predictable. Very, very predictable. But bitch, nobody buys it. I think these people out here are not a fool. You have tortured and bullied people enough that they know who you are, dear. Just like you started when you bullied me early in the morning, ping, a shady comment from Treecey. Then I'm in the comments, you're harassing me, throwing shade. Treecey, you don't have to spy on me because I will tell you. Like I said before, I've never been two-faced. Yes, I've been in platforms talking about you like a dog. If your name comes up, I mention it. So, sweetie, you don't have to send spies on me if that's what you're doing. Because I'm telling you now, yes, when I get a chance, or I hear your name pops up when I'm in a chat, I go at it, okay? So now that lets you know I'm not being two-faced. I'm telling you the truth. I talk about you every chance I get. I laugh with them when they talk about that hideous wig of yours, those edges. And Treecey, since you live in Texas, you might want to take a little field trip to Regina Hair Care Salon. I don't know if Regina can work magic, but she's very good with hair. Maybe she could do something with those edges. And maybe suggest some wigs, better wigs for you to try on and wear. Other than those hideous wigs you wear now with that forehead as big as the moon. Try on your wigs, Treecey, when you go shopping. Pull it up to your forehead, darling. Yes, I'm reading you because you are so vindictive. You even came from Mother Beverly. And Mother Beverly let you have it. And all that makeup that's piled on your face. Mother Beverly calls it funeral parlor makeup. that they put on the dead. Okay, dear. That what makes you look good. It's funeral parlor makeup. Yes, Treecey, you are very wicked and vindictive. And you've done everything to harass me from the day I bumped into you in Jay Wilson's platform. And I have no problem saying it because Jay Wilson has asked me and you plenty of time, can we stop it? But you just kept on. You would start it every time. And you think I'm going to stop? No. I can go as long as you can throwing the shade, baby. I'm like the Energizer Bunny. Okay, Treecey? Not to mention I'm a native New Yorker. Sweetie, it takes a lot to run me off, okay? You tried. Then you got a little humble on your platform, trying to suck people in that you had harassed. I wouldn't have subscribed to you if my life depended on it. You're nothing but an evil, wicked old witch. As a matter of fact, I'm going to call you the Grinch for the Christmas season because I know you love to mess up the holidays for a few people. That's how vicious you are. And then you throw a little money around to platforms just to show off. $50 here, $10 here. Trying to impress people. It didn't impress me, Treecey. I knew exactly what you were up to. Well, Treecey, like I said, this is my last video. I have decided to pay you dust. You no longer exist. And like I said, you're nothing but a wicked old witch. And you need to stop messing with me. And what you did, egging that on with VS. Yeah. Something she was doing, going somewhere, and you were sitting there on your platform talking about it and watching it live. So you had to watch her video, her live. You were spying on VS live because that's what you do. And that's what you were reporting. Now, how vicious is that, Treecey? And it's all because VS and I can't even pronounce her name, the one that drinks coffee, they're at war. So you take it upon, you've taken sides, it's obvious, with VS. So when you saw she was live spying, you just thought you'd enjoy it. and reported minute by minute what was going on. I saw it. I was like, look at her. She's just so disgusting. I didn't watch the whole thing, just a few minutes of it. Just seeing you in action, being the cruel, wicked old woman you are. And like I said, you don't like transgendered women. I think you are one of those cisgender women who are intimidated by them. Yeah, that's it, Treecey. I've seen your shape. I've seen your look. I've seen that too, with that gold tooth from the 1990s or 80s. Come on, Treecey. You've come for me enough, dear. You need to clean your house before you start coming for people. And so, Treecey, like I said, I'm done. I heard you threw some shade at me, coming for me about a ride to live. Was in some platform. I can go anywhere I want. And if you want to spy, spy. And like I said, I have backed off a little from Jay's platform because of you. Because I don't want to deal with you. So I've backed off a little. Yeah. Not that I'm scared of you or intimidated by you. I just don't want to deal with you. The fact that I know you're around makes my skin crawl. That's how much I despise you. Well, Treecey, this is my last video on you. You're not worth it. But I will say one thing, girlfriend. You'll do anything trying to get clickbait. Madison. Now you're interested in Maddie. If Maddie ever sees your videos, I'm sure she finds it laughable. Anyway, my loves, that's all I have to say. And until my next tea party, mine is that Treecey with no edges, I will be back. I love you all. Bye.